All right. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. As we open up this scene for Lost Cub with, of all things, a phone call. As Anton's phone makes its default little ringing noise. No special ringtones here. Oh no.
Yeah, it's just on probably the table, and you pick it up and flick it open. And, hello?
Hey. You said to call if anything happened.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, it's not me. It's not one of the girls. It's her little brother. Up and disappeared.
Little brother. Walking down the stairs.
Yeah, she said he hadn't been doing so good. She was trying to make extra money, get him to see a good doctor. Not physically, just staying inside all the time and stopped talking to people. Got real removed, and so she was trying to get him to a doctor. And as she came home from work last night, he was gone.
Okay, where's this girl at? Look, if you
Fuck
want to
it.
meet us, if you want to
Yeah,
meet us there, make her send the camera. You can, but
yeah,
I'll need to talk to her.
yeah. I know, I know. Here you can find her here, and she'll, you know, spout off an address.
Yeah, he'll quickly write it. Go pick up a pencil, like a pen, and write it down quickly on like one of the many pads of paper that are around his room.
So much paper and paper accessories. Yeah, you can absolutely write it down. It's definitely a Roanoke address.
He'll nod to himself. All right. If you want to meet us there, you can. Just stay inside. I'll knock on the door.
Yeah, gotcha.
Cool. Kick off the phone, put it in his pocket, tear the fucking address off the paper, and go downstairs, throwing his jacket as he's walking. Probably walking inside to where they normally keep all the guns and shit, and he's probably picking up a 9mm, like cocking it the fucking clip into the thing and putting it behind his pants, in the gap. I don't know where the fuck Bill is.
He's asleep by the fireplace as usual.
He'll walk over and just kick his leg.
Fuck!
It's not wintertime. Wake the fuck up. We got work to
I'm
do.
not sleepy.
We got work to do. Come on.
What work?
I got a lead. Come on.
Okay. You just watch him like you've never seen somebody like fumble with their mouth before, but him trying to put a cigarette in this condition is fucking comedy gold.
We got a girl we need to talk to. I need you to be at least fucking sociable.
I'm working on it as he lights the cigarette.
Take a drag. One of the prostitutes in there, her brother's gone missing. Took him right from the house by the looks of things.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're at the house. I got the address here. We're gonna go over, probably do routine shit. Girl I've been talking to, she thinks we're some sort of private investigative team, so play that along.
Absolutely. As he like pulls out, you don't even know where he keeps these guns half the time, but he pulls out what looks like a fairly heavy revolver, checks to see that it's loaded, puts it back together, and stuffs it back where it came from.
So looks like this is probably the girl and one of the other people they were watching by the looks of things, since I stole the last one right out from under them, walking towards the car.
You watch Bill guzzling a magic Red Bull. Magic, because where does he keep this shit?
Kid's supposedly an introvert. which means two things. They were either watching for her, or he's talking, or he was communicating to him in another way.
I mean, maybe.
Well, the last girl they took up, they got close, even talked to her, promised her all sorts of shit, and then took her. So,
They could have just changed things up. Just kidnap somebody.
like I said, they could be watching for her either, and we'll need to figure out details. I'll get over there and we'll talk more. But it's looking like it was a snatch, at least. So, open the
Okay.
car door and get in, and wait for Bill. Obviously, naturally.
Just drive off without Bill. That'll show him.
I'll show him Bill running after me with speed of thought down the laneway.
We just break the veil over our knee. So we're gonna dash Bill's dreams of ever joining any kind of like Olympic track and field team under extremely false pretenses by having him get in the car.
And I'll start driving this nondescript vehicle, like one of those ones you buy at a reuse store, and it'll just drive down the laneway. From this address, Katie, what area is this in? From what I can tell of Roanoke, from just looking at the address alone.
I mean, it ain't exactly the worst side of town, but it's not what you'd really want to call a good side of town. It's low rent, but it's not like the fucking projects.
I'll put it this way: is it still in the area that I was looking into originally? To still kind of fit the big trajectory.
It's a little nicer, just a touch, because it's not literally just full of the horribly destitute people, but it's right on that edge between, comfortable living and where you were.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there was a thin line between the two, this would be that thin line.
As he's driving along the laneway, he'll say, I think they might have changed up their strategy just a tiny bit. They went for a more or less destitute, but it still fits the same idea.
I mean, they didn't get slapped before.
No, but they're obviously tracking the girl if they tracked her back to her house too. So
yeah.
Shows that they're at least they have people watching, but just be warned, this girl's probably gonna be in a fucking state.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
So whatever we do, we gotta stop her. She's gonna want to call the cops. Let's make sure she does not do that.
Be nice.
Keep an eye out as well. Let's see who's watching us when we pull up as well. I don't.
Of course.
We've got a window, and chances of getting that kid back alive are slim. So.
True.
Yeah, it kind of, Bill sees his knuckles tense on the fucking wheel.
You got some sort of personal attachment?
No, that's another body we're gonna find.
Yes, it is.
Covered with the same fucking symbols. So, whatever they're using them for, it's not just all women. But he's still young, which tells me something.
I mean, maybe not.
Well, if they're needing the blood, young people have a less risk of disease, something wrong with it. I imagine still that plays a role.
I don't know much about creepy fucking blood rituals.
Well, as typically as they've been going along, you need something fresh. So the less, if whatever you're using it for, I imagine it works the way that the better, the healthier the body, or the younger it is, more chances of diseases and stuff like that. Untainted blood, even in rituals, I imagine for the worm, would fuck it up.
Ever occur to you that understanding too much about this shit'll drive you nuts?
Understanding means I can fucking figure out what they're doing. Sometimes you have to look down the rabbit hole if you want to understand how to beat it.
Just careful.
What have I got to be careful about?
You know where the rabbit hole metaphor comes from, right?
Yeah, I know.
So it worries me when you use it in regards to yourself.
I won't avert my eyes to what they do. Even if I have to get down there and deep and gaze in. That's a perversion. It just builds my hatred towards them even stronger.
Alright.
Besides, if I don't, I'll just keep going on.
Being alive, not a sin, Anton.
I'll just say I actually couldn't understand. You,
Said being alive is not a sin, Anton.
but being ignorant is.
Let's take care of this lady first.
Let me talk to the girl first, see what I'm dealing with. If you want to talk to her, probably better. I'll check out the room. See if I can find anything noticeable. If you want, maybe try calming her down. Give that kind of approachability.
Oh yeah, color me charming. As he stretches his neck.
I'm saying, Mr. Photodox, I imagine this will be right up your alley.
You say that, but it's not like she's kinfolk. Kinfolk are obedient and shit.
Don't talk about them that way.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
not,
right.
They're not our fucking slaves.
True enough.
And then plus these people are reaching out. They may not be kinfolk, but they're still not of the worm. So.
Yeah, I'll manage her.
Then eventually, I'm sure we'll pull up to whatever fucking address.
All right. Yeah, you pull up, and again, it's apartments. They're a little crowded. They're a little low rent, but it could be a lot worse. It's not like this complex has a pool, but at least there's like a laundry room in the building. Yeah, it's a shared one, but at least it's in the building, right? So yeah, you come up to this complex and get to essentially roll through looking for the right building, finally finding it, and walking along till you find the right door. And I assume you give it a knock knock.
Yes.
And it will not be Roxy who answers. So this girl, like, with the chain still on the door, cracks it open. And pulls it as far as the chain allows. It's, after a couple of minutes, you hear her getting up, moving around, and finally walking over.
Well, hello, young lady. Is Roxy in?
What? No.
No?
We're friends of Roxy. She said Did you mention we come by?
Yeah, you're that guy, right?
Yeah, this is my partner.
Yeah, sure. Whatever, come on. She pulls the door shut enough to release the chain and just kind of pushes it open, or I guess pulls it open and just kind of turns to walk back inside. Rubbing her face because, mascara.
Yeah,
Ironically,
well,
I mean, she's not totally fearless. She's in a state, man. Plunks back down on her couch. Literally walks in. It's a small apartment, but it does the job. Just plunks on the couch. So, you find people, right?
That is, in fact, what we do. My name is Jay Smith, by the way. And he'll pull out a business card that does say Jay Smith, private investigator.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Bill. Vistaprint. The only way to do things. Yeah, she kind of takes it and glances at it, and it's like, oh, hey, the name matches what he said. That seems fine. She doesn't give it a suspicious look over. She
It's
just
got like a phone number on it.
she just pulls over like one of those big purses that like you're pretty sure she could pull like I don't know a rabbit out of.
It's the kind of purse you sneak food into the movie theater with. I know what's up.
Pulls over
Tupperwares.
the big purse and rifles around. Finally, pulls out her wallet, pulls out a picture and shoves it at him. There, that's him.
That's him.
That's him.
You want to give me a name for this young man? You write it on the back of the photo, if you would.
Yeah, sure. She just takes it, flips it over, and fishes in the purse for like 3.5 seconds. And just writes on the back. First name, middle name, last name. Whole thing.
Okay. I'm
Offers
gonna
it back
run.
over.
I'm gonna run you through a few questions. Would you be willing to let me talk to you for a little bit? I understand this is a trying time.
Have you ever actually found anyone?
Why, yes, I have. Most people are very easy to find, even under the most dire of circumstances.
Find them alive?
Yes, I have. Ma'am, I assure you, I would not make a living if I were not good at my job.
And yeah, she's not full on crying, but she's still got that kind of little breath hitch every now and again.
Now, if you would like some time to process what's going on,
No, just
I,
ask
all right,
ask your questions. I just want you to get them back.
okay.
Would it be alright if I checked out his room? Anything we can
Uh,
find might give a clue.
Yeah. She turns and points down the hall. There's a bathroom on the right, and his bedroom's the little one on the left there.
Give the nod. Just start heading down that way.
Okay, and Bill pulls out a notepad and pen. Where does he keep pulling these items from?
Man pockets.
Goddamn right, and he's even got shirt pockets too. Got all kinds of fucking pockets. Deed name pocket. Do it, Rupert. Takes out the pen. Okay, so let's start with the basics. What's your relation to this individual?
He's my brother.
Okay.
What Roxy told you guys.
Well, as you could imagine, Roxy is very upset.
He's my little brother.
Okay. Your name is?
Nicole.
Nicole. Okay. So, let's talk about your brother. You have any friends you hang around with relatively regular basis?
No.
No?
No.
Anyone new in his life he might have mentioned to you?
She kind of shrugs and shakes her head. No, he doesn't. He doesn't really go out.
Okay. You a full-time student? You have a job?
I've got a couple jobs.
Couple jobs. How about you tell me about those couple jobs?
Um, I mean, Roxy and I have certain. I get money on the side, but mostly it's waitressing. I work at like 3 different restaurants because none of them would give me full time. So a lot of
Okay.
waitressing, and then when I have time after work, I get a little extra money.
Okay, so starting with the waitressing, can you tell me the places you work?
Yeah, she just rattles it off like it's pretty clear that she's agitated. She thinks it's a waste of time, so she's just rattling it off as fast as she can to be like, get to the parts that make sense and will help.
All right. Now we're going to move on to your side money now. I should make it clear to you, I am not a cop and I don't particularly care how you make that side money, but the where and the who that you interact with is important.
I mean, it's not like we have. I mean, there's a motel we use sometimes when I have to. I take him back to the. She lists a motel.
Okay. Do you use any room in particular on a regular basis?
She actually nods kind of weakly and even gives a room number. Says for a
Okay.
girl.
All right. Now, do you have someone you answer to? I hate to say it outright, but do you have a pimp?
I mean, mm, no, not yet. But I mean, you
But
can only do this so much before someone starts noticing.
very true. If someone were to take notice, you know who that'd be? Someone would be that interested in your business?
I mean, probably. I don't know. Probably Skid.
Skid. Tell me about Skid.
I mean, it's not like I know him personally. He's just the guy. This is the guy Roxy works for.
Where can I find this Skid?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Roxy.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Now, your clients. There any in particular that have been giving you a bad vibe? Any regulars getting a little weird with you lately?
No, no. It's just no.
All right. Now let's move on to your brother's work in associations. Your brother got a job?
No.
Full-time student?
He was.
Was.
Like, we can't afford it anymore.
I see, I see. So, what did he do at this time?
I mean, mostly he stays here. Sometimes he's on, the PlayStation. Sometimes he's on the computer. I mean, they're not the best or the newest, but we have internet. He's got some friends online.
I see. Well, I tell you what. Would you be willing to let me have a look-see with the PlayStation, the computer?
I mean,
It's your property, I have to ask.
I don't know how it'd help. It's random people from anywhere. But yeah, sure.
Okay. We'll start with the PlayStation if you don't mind.
All right, and so Bill, she'll literally just yeah, she's on the couch already. She flips on the TV, and I mean it's not anything big or snazzy. It's kind of old. It's a lot thicker than most TVs are nowadays. So she'll flick on the TV and flick on the PlayStation, and you know, log in his account, and just kind of offer you the controller. And meanwhile, Anton snooping and pooping.
Yeah.
All right, what you doing, buddy?
I'm heading to the fella's bedroom.
You can do that. But I will clue you this: like you walk in and take one look around, and it's like, man, this is. I mean, edgy isn't the word. It's just like, wow, this is. My soul bleeds black. Fucking
Okay.
classic.
Yeah,
Classic for
okay.
someone like your age too.
So why am I seeing like fucking gothic posters and shit?
Like it's not just goth. It's like, hey, he likes Linkin Park too, buddy. Eh. Yeah, there's some band posters slapped up on the wall. Again, like walking in, the furniture is kind of old, kind of worn. It's all secondhand stuff. There is a computer set up in there. With one of the big fat old monitors. Because, look, man, money ain't easy.
Come to think of it, Anton gets a pack link message.
Jesus.
Hey, Anton.
You.
I'm going through his PlayStation account right now. Is there a computer where you are?
Yeah. Big old.
Go through his computer.
Yep, I'm gonna see if it's password protected. Probably is.
If it is, I've got his sister helping me right now, and she needed to log into his account on the PlayStation, so she'll probably help out if you get stonewalled.
I'm gonna be real. Looking around this place, if he's on any online chat rooms and shit, I could see where to go for him.
Yeah, that's why I'm going through the PlayStation.
Yeah. Find out what time was he taken? Like what time did she come back at? I'm gonna take a look to see if I see any fucking signs of anything. Yeah, I'll start looking around the floor because I imagine she did. He'll start in the room. Like, does he see anything before he gets on the computer? Like, is the bed like what's like? Basically, I'm just gonna check out the whole room, see if anything looks out of place or disturbed or like fucking anything.
Okay, well, I mean, the room's. I mean, it's teenage boy messy.
Mm-hmm.
So things are out of place, but not in a way that makes you think there was a struggle. I'll give you that for free.
I'm gonna check the window as well because while it may not have been broken, is there signs that maybe it was Jimmy? Like essentially, I'm checking. Is there anything unusual?
All right. I'll let you do an investigation check.
Sure. I have 3 successes.
All right. So 3 successes. Let's see. For 3 successes, well, I'll give you this. Like the window it's a window. It's crummy and it's painted shut. It's not broken or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
The catch is closed because I mean you can tell this thing's been painted shut. There's probably a couple layers of paint that make it not worth it to try to open it.
Yep.
But stuff you are noticing. There's a couple things flung out on the bed, like not as in I just wadded this up and tossed it here thoughtlessly, but as if he may have like laid out some clothes and these are the things that he didn't choose. It's not all fancy like when, Carlita had her dresses all laid out nicely. It's more like you could tell someone tossed a handful of things right side up.
Well, I put it this way: it looked like someone was packing in a hurry, and these are the things he left behind.
Mm-hmm. Like rooting around, it's not like there's a volume of clothes missing. Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's a
It's
lot of
just
stuff that isn't hung up, but there's a lot of stuff on
select.
the floor. So,
Yeah, it's select things essentially.
yeah. So you can imagine that somebody snagged some clothes, quick like and didn't grab much. So that's point one. Point two, there is more than the computer on his desk. There's, notebooks and stuff. And I mean, if this room had a title, it would be Crawling in My Skin. So it's not
Yeah.
necessarily good. It's not like you find a diary, but I mean, there's notes for his games, there's notes for like the
Mm-hmm.
competitive games he's playing, but there's also like little things in the margin, and they're just fucking depressing.
Here's the question: if I control these notebooks and all that, do I find anything unusual in them apart from like notes on games and anything?
Um, I mean, there are now and again like swirls on the corner of the page, but it's hard to tell if that's purposeful spiral, like,
Or
or if it's
doodling?
just, or if it's just is this pen still working?
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
there's like scribbly circles in the corners of some of the pages.
What's the pattern of the margin comments? Like, is it just like my life is awful, or is there a noticeable decline? That's what I'm wondering. Does it start like what Anton is looking for? Is there a pattern to what he's talking about, and is there any noticeable changes? Like, while this may not be a diary, it might be a clue into his mindset, even if I don't find a diary in here.
I am gonna have you roll a perception empathy, actually.
Sure.
Perception area.
5 successes.
It's subtle and it's hard to piece together initially because it's like there's scrap paper all over the place. Like, this isn't all tidy in a notebook. It's
Mm-hmm.
scraps of paper, writing on the back of envelopes. But when you start fishing through and nudging things around, like, and realize, the top layer is the most recent, the stuff underneath is older, stuff shoved to the back of the desk is even older than that. There is a bit of a decline. Like, it's just, I mean, this is a kid who's dealing with a lot of shit, apparently. I mean, you feel like this is someone who's just going through shit and it's not getting better, it's getting worse.
Okay. I'm gonna take another a look around, like even under the bed and any of the drawers, because a kid like this, yeah, he keeps. And with does there any like type of drawings as well as like gaming stuff or anything like that?
Scribbly stuff, not developed pictures per se, but scribbly things like probably some of the monsters from the games he plays and stuff.
Yeah, this kid keeps a fucking diary. Yeah, I'm gonna take a more thorough look around because this kid keeps a fucking diary, and he will check like obvious places where you wouldn't check, like under the bed, under this specific thing. You know what I mean?
I'll give you this since you did have a third success in
Mm-hmm.
investigation. As you're rooting around and looking, you'll find like an old, like, one of those classic orange pill bottles under the bed, like as if it like dropped and got kind of rolled out of sight and forgotten.
He'll pick up the pill thing. Yeah, pick up and take a look at it.
It looks like, actually, give me a medicine roll, an intelligence medicine.
Sure. 3, and it's I don't know what my diff is, so but it's 8, 10, 10.
Beautiful. Essentially, these are, I mean, they're out of date, but they're supposed to be antidepressants. But they're really old ones, and you would classify those as barbiturates.
Bill. Bill. Like hold it up to light, and when he realizes it's barbiturates, yeah, he'll fucking. Oh fuck. So it's just a pill bottle, you said.
Oh, there's a couple pills still rattling around in there. Like I said, it looks like it got dropped and forgotten. And I think Bill could not hear you. So, Bill, you
Ah,
are being pinged through the link.
What's up?
barbiturates. I found a bottle.
All right.
Looks like this kid packed things in a rush too. Select things. There's look around. Yeah, whoever, maybe him or whoever took him, they packed only certain things, like specific things. I haven't checked the computer yet, but that's what I found.
Okay, I'm wrapping things up to PlayStation. I'll ask her some follow-up questions.
Talk about by looks things, these are old enough. They could be them or could be him, but yeah, this is Barbitches. I'm gonna check the computer.
Okay. Whatever you do, don't log into any chat rooms if that was his bag. It'll tip off whoever snatched him if they used a chat room that somebody's sniffing around.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I just gotta click the screen. You know what I mean? Shake the mouse a bit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there's you shake the mouse and there's like the little login screen.
The password, right? I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll ping the build. Yeah, it's fucking password protected.
Okay, back out of the computer and I'll be there in a second.
Yeah. Actually, Katie,
Hmm?
out of sheer luck, is he one of those guys who forgets computer passwords and writes them down? Because it looks like he writes down fucking everything.
Do me an investigation check.
Don't know what my diff is, but I got 9 and a 10 and a 7.
You know what? That's pretty ace. So you kind of rifle through the papers, and there's a couple like tucked around his keyboard, and some of them have words written on them like games logins and stuff. But one of them doesn't have anything else written on it; it just has a ridiculous password.
I'll type it in the computers. Click, 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 click.
It pings open.
Just
Now
pop
here's
in.
the fun part.
Just pop into build. I'm in.
So you open up the computer. You essentially start up Windows, and almost immediately you get the little pop up of Actually, hold on, because this is 4 years ago. Let me check and see if this was a thing.
Let's do the time warp again.
It's astounding. Anton's like, Bill, what the fuck is that time warp? I don't know, Anton.
He just like left that YouTube tab open and started playing when you logged in.
Yeah, falls off the fucking chair. It's fucking crawling in my skin.
Okay,
Starts playing.
so you won't see that, but basically, those obnoxious things, those like programs that start at startup.
Mm-hmm.
You see like a little Skype box pop up, being like, "Oh, we're starting, your program," and Steam does the same thing. So I will give you a wits check if you like.
Sure. 3.
You Control Alt Delete so fast, pull up the task manager, and stop those before they finish opening.
Leans back. Oh. Alright, I'm in. He had Skype and Steam open, but I got managed to get him closed down. Fuck.
That's okay. There's ways around it where we don't have to log in to see who he was talking to. I'll be able to truck through that when I get there.
Cool. I'm gonna check his search history on Google anyway. I'll click on the Chrome.
Yeah, you can easily pull up Chrome.
Yeah, not just like flick through his search history, see what you know what I mean. Before Bill gets here and does like a real like
Just go straight through his history tab.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
if that thing was password protected and you got in, he's not smart enough to just clear his history.
No, I got this. I'll flick,
Yeah. Anton, it should be bothering you how glib Bill is about all this.
Fuck, he hangs around Rupert. Anton's like, they're probably fucking hacking everybody.
I mean, most of the recent history is things like game links and whatnot, like wikis for different games, things like hitting up fan sites for the different games, one or two other websites that you just don't recognize offhand, and one of the most recent ones is Google Maps.
I'm gonna click on that one.
It pulls up Google Maps.
I will click the bar because sometimes Google pulls up a recent history of recent locations.
It does. There's a handful of addresses, and there's, from around Roanoke. So which one are you clicking on?
The most recent one, though, one that can, when you pull it down, it'll probably have like this. I'll probably click the first one and go through them individually.
All right, so the first one pops up, and it's It's for basically like one of the little it's a street corner. Not terribly far from here. Like a
Okay.
walkable distance, but it's just, the intersection of this and this.
Yep, I will use one of his own fucking A4 pads. I imagine he'd use pens and shit around the place, and I will
Mhm.
write that thing down. Go to the next one.
The next one we'll say is like Best Buy was still around 4 years ago, right? It's a Best Buy.
Yep, write it down. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
just be
it's a
going through
handful
them.
of generic locations.
But yeah, the street corner is the most recent one, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from what neighborhood can I tell the street corner? Yeah, it's the same area, or is that closer into the bad area essentially?
It's not distinctly like good side of town, bad side of town. It's just, up and down a couple corners uh from here. Like I said, it's like maybe a 3-block walk, up one, down one, up one, turn left, up one, turn right.
Okay, he'll ping this address to Bill and go and ask her about this place. This was his most recent search up on Google Maps. It's literally about 3 blocks from here.
I'll add it to the queue.
Nods. I'll keep looking if there's anything, and then let me know when you're coming in.
All right.
Gotcha.
Camera swap. Bill.
Bill's all up in this kid's PlayStation DMs.
Yeah, it's a lot of what you'd expect out of a teenage boy with a PlayStation. I mean, some of them are him cussing people out. Some of them are him. I mean, this is like milady style hitting on girls, so it's very backhanded. He is not adept with the ladies.
He's a
Uh,
WoW player, isn't he?
hey,
He's one of them.
hey,
Uh,
hey!
No,
No, he's a Call of Duty player. Jeez.
no, he's RuneScape. An edgy fuck like
oh,
this, RuneScape.
that and like fucking like especially if this kid wasn't adept with
But yes, he does play
computers,
WoW.
that means that he didn't like do manage any of his privacy settings. So total randos are probably sending him shit.
Oh no, he does have the sense to have his stuff set to private because otherwise, yeah, total randos. I mean, you learn that one pretty fast.
Fast and horribly.
Exactly. There's some back and forth between him and other people, but I mean the messages are short because it's a PlayStation. You don't want to type out long messages on that. It's
Shit's
things
worse than
like him
T9.
coordinating to. It's like him coordinating with people to all be in like I don't know, fucking Call of Duty or whatever.
Crush some noobs.
Yep.
For some noobs.
Wasn't
Mac
a
on
Battlefield player. The Thinking Man's World War II game.
Mac on some chicks on RuneScape.
Oh my god. Can you even play RuneScape on PlayStation? In this world, you can.
No RuneScape. You're grounded.
Oh, he's Elder Scrolls Online or some shit like that. Yeah.
Oh no,
Why are
you
you
don't
like
put that
this?
evil on us.
He
Because we
is.
make fun of this Prob's dead kid.
Fucking edgelord guy. He'd be told that Elder Scrolls Online.
Hey. I have an Elder Scrolls Online account. You
I'm
fuck
the
off.
chosen one. Alright. So complete, just wipe out with that. He'll shutter it up and look at the this poor grieved young woman. Okay, so it occurs to me. Were you the last one out today other than him, or was it Roxy?
Roxy doesn't live here.
She may not live here, but I imagine she's made appearances from time to time.
We've hung out before, yeah, but that was super recent. No, it's just me.
Okay, so about when did you leave?
I went to work.
Uh,
Got in for the
I-
lunch rush, so left at like what 10?
was he here when you left?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Now, I assume he was not here when you came back, yes?
No,
When was that?
there's like the lips kind of roll into the line. 5 in the morning.
All right. Now, was this young man on any kind of medication? Do you have any conditions?
His name's Jonathan.
All right. Well, did Jonathan have any conditions, especially ones that would require medication?
Look, he's been really bad, especially since having to drop out of school and all, and he hasn't been able to get a job. And I mean, yeah, he's been down, but like I said, I really couldn't afford to get him anywhere. We just had to get some stuff secondhand. I had a friend who, well, not even a friend, it's kind of a somebody who knows somebody, but managed to get him some antidepressants because I figured it was better than nothing, right?
What type of antidepressants, if you could recall?
She just, honestly, she just helplessly shrugs. I don't know.
Okay, that's all right.
It was all I could get.
This friend of a friend, who is that?
It was kind of, I don't know. I just went out once to get the pills, I don't do that.
Okay.
I don't know these guys, really. Roxy just knew someone who could get me to where I needed to go to get the pills I needed, so I went and I got them and I left.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go and take a look at. I assume the computer is where in his room.
Yeah.
I'm going to go take a look at that. All right.
Okay.
Okay. And Bill will get up and come into the room with Anton. The young lady out there knew about the barbiturates. In fact, she acquired them for him.
Nod.
Some dealer she got hooked up with through Roxy.
Well, it makes sense how they connect him, at least.
Possibly, but let's, as he cracks his knuckles, have a look at this computer.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out and give Roxy a call and let's see what the situation is. Just gives Bill the pat in the shoulder.
Bill sits down at the computer. All right, old guy, let's take a look at your message logs.
Oh boy.
We'll start with Skype.
My, what a lively Skype history he has.
Oh no.
Your eyes burn a little.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Anton stops to look and just sees that. Just oh no.
Yeah, leave me to my misery.
Walking out like oof.
Teenage boy, access to internet. There are girls on the internet.
Oh, Anton.
Yo.
She was getting a little fed up with my demeanor. I didn't quite get in the question about the address. You might want to handle that.
Yeah, I got this. And he's walking
Thanks.
and I'll roll to activate persuasion and be more persuasive.
Meanwhile, man, isn't this expression just great for looking at that Skype history? Look at this fucking expression.
Just no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, persuasion is active. Active as
And
fuck.
you know what? I probably should have asked beforehand. Give me a computer's role if you're going to be trying to get at his history and his message history, especially without actually logging in. Actually, you know how to do that, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. It's not that hard.
It's really not hard at all.
It's really not. Skype is dumb. Yeah, I said it on a live stream. But yeah, have fun with that. Anton, buddy,
Yo.
you come back out, and I mean, the chick is like wringing her hands. She's sitting on the couch again, and just doesn't seem to know what to do with herself.
You walk in. Do you want a cup of coffee?
Yeah, coffee. that's actually a good idea. I should make coffee.
Yeah.
And she like hops up off the couch, like goes
They'll
into the
step
kitchen.
aside, follow her in.
Yeah, she just bustles in and she has a task now. She is making coffee. You see her like, I mean, again, it's the heel of the hand comes up and she'll like rub across her cheek now and again, but paranoid about the makeup, which it's not helping. But yeah, starts filling a pot, setting up the coffee pot to go, and yeah, just very industriously is doing that for a hot minute.
So, is it just you and your brother?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just us.
Okay.
He had to get emancipated so he could move out. Our parents are kind of shit.
And they, I'm assuming they don't have any regular contact.
No.
No, it's just, just in case he might have gone that way.
No. He wouldn't have gone back there.
Okay. It's nods. And, I take it you have to leave him alone often?
Yeah. I mean, we've got rent, right?
Yeah, no, I get you. No, I get you.
Yeah, I'm out a lot. Like I said, I'm working like 3 jobs.
Guess you guys don't be seeing each other often then.
I mean, I try to. I try to at least talk to him every night. But
Yeah.
he's not always awake when I get home.
Does he ever talk to you about anything you noticed was a bit off? I know he's dropped out of college, and I get all that. It's just anything lately, maybe a job opportunity, something.
No, he's just wanted to talk less and less, So once we
Yeah.
leave him alone.
Okay. When did this start happening? Like, was there like a noticeable change, or was it just sudden?
No, it just kind of happened more and more over time.
The last
I
month,
mean,
or just?
I guess it didn't seem weird. I didn't really. Just kind of figured he just doesn't want his big sister butting in all the time.
Okay. I was wondering. Take out a little note, the piece of paper, and fold it so you can only see the first address. This was the last place he was checking out on Google Maps. This street any importance to you?
And she like leans over and kind of squints at it, shakes her head. Oh,
It's
there's
just
not even I don't even think there's shops there or anything. How do you look at that?
it's about 3 blocks from here. I was wondering maybe is there like a specific place there that anything like maybe even a park or anything like that.
Kind of wish she'd go to the park. I mean, I don't think so. There might be a shopping center kind of close to there, but I don't know. Maybe there's a bus station. She kind of shrugs, like I don't know.
No, just not. Okay, okay. It's just again trying to find a pattern. If he is gone, this is the last place maybe he could have gone. So it's trying to figure out from there. Did he mention any friends at all? Like anyone new? Or did you notice that he was on the phone maybe when you came in? Or I know you come in late, but did you notice anything like that?
I mean, he's on the computer all the time, or when he's. I mean, I'm never home when he's gaming anymore, but he's on the computer. And when he's not on the computer, he's on his phone. So he was talking to someone.
His phone gone as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I
Okay.
knew he was gone. The phone, his keys, his shoes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a girlfriend before the college dropout?
I mean, I probably.
Nothing serious, I take it.
No, I don't think so.
Just gives a nod. Like I said, it's just pinning down all possibilities where he could have gone. But if he does have a serious girlfriend, then I can scratch that off the list.
I mean, I'll put it this way: if he did, he'd never talk to me about it.
He just gives a nod. If he did, she wasn't serious.
Yeah.
If you don't, it just gives that kind of like basically the nod of I have sisters and brothers. You know what I mean? If she never came up, then she's not serious. Okay. No, and he'll let her make her coffee and all that.
Oh, she does. Don't you worry. She's on an ace autopilot right now.
He'll flick out the phone and look at the number that Roxy rang him off.
It is a number.
He'll click it, ring.
It's funny
Like
because
walking
as
back
you're
outside.
just before you do all that, like she not only pours herself a cup of coffee, she pours you one out of like force of habit.
Well, he'll thank her. Like, fuck it. I'm not going to tell this woman, no, I don't need it.
But yeah, you can. You're just gonna randomly break conversation and
He'll just
go make
go,
a call.
I got to take this. Just shut the phone. I will be back in a minute.
Sure.
And why don't you take a seat in there and I'll talk to you some more and we'll just go through anything that you can think of. And I might get a photo off you as well so I can look around and all that. You know, standard procedure, nothing to stress yourself out a bit.
She rapidly nods. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he'll go to the door and, take a sip out of the fucking cup of coffee and, stand outside the front door, that thing. And we'll ring. Click the phone and ring.
All right. So you ring. Ring a ling a ling. There's you get to like maybe the third ring before she finally picks up. Yeah, yeah. What's up?
Well,
Did you go?
yeah, we're here.
How's she doing?
How do you think she's doing?
Oh, thanks for the reassurance.
I don't mean to be blunt, but he's whatever sign of him he's fucking vanished.
Oh, great. Hope you didn't tell her that.
No, no. What do you think I am?
Says the guy who rolled intimidation 1,000,000.
Yeah. Well, um, she working for you?
What?
Working with you?
Nah, not yet, not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, we've talked about it, but no, not yet.
Her brother ever come to you guys and talked about it?
What? Him? Nah.
Did you ever see him?
My brother? I think I might have like seen him creep into the bathroom once when I came over to talk, but no.
Okay. Does this street block mean anything to you? You list it all.
Um, no, I mean, it's not a corner we would work. There's no profit out there. That's like
Anything distinct?
residential. That's nothing.
Anything distinctive there? Shopping mall? Anything?
Uh, I mean, it's within walking distance of one of those little strip malls, but it's not at it.
Oh, just
Might
no.
might be a bus stop somewhere close by, like right next there, but
That's okay. Just nods. Just checking things. How long ago did he go missing? Like yesterday, today?
I mean, she finally kind of pauses and, like, you can tell she pauses and kind of looks at the phone. I mean, why are you asking me?
I'm saying, when did she ring you and tell you about it?
She rang me at fucking early o'clock in the morning.
Okay. I'm just making
But
sure
she
I
knows
have
she
any.
can't make a report because they won't do missing persons unless someone's gone for 24 hours, unless they're a minor.
That's what I'm trying to confirm. I'm making sure that everything adds up right. And your pimp, I'm assuming he's wanting her to come into this.
I mean, girl's a hard worker. If she put that kind of effort into this, she'd be making a lot more money than she does pushing tables.
There is a twitch. Anton even cracks his neck. Like, and end up like the ones that I saw with the other group.
Oh, do I look like the girls you saw?
No,
Jesus.
but it's how that girl is so overworked that you might turn to that.
You know, the hours are a lot shorter in this work, too. Ain't nobody looking for a hooker at fucking noon.
A lot more risk.
Yeah, there's risk, but she's already a smart girl. Already has a room that she uses, doesn't take them home, doesn't let them pick the place, and she uses all the time, so she's got shit stashed in there. She bribes the fucking staff to leave it there. That girl's smart. She don't want to fucking die. I mean, waitressing and doing this, yeah, there's obviously some key fucking differences, but either way, you're kind of at the mercy of how happy someone is with you to get your money. At least this way you can get paid up front.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
It's not like you get a living wage off tips or off your base pay. It's all tips. You gotta work in some seedy places and wear some low cut shirts to get good tips these days. That or serve beer. Lots of it.
Suppose.
Oh no, I'm telling you outright. There's no suppose about it.
What's the word being about that? Well, I'm assuming you heard what happened on the news.
Oh yeah, we all heard.
How's everybody reacting to that? I imagine it caused quite a shakeup.
Well, real glad it was their territory and not ours. How about that?
Why, what's everybody been saying? That'd be important.
That shit was you, wasn't it?
Looks around. Now, why would I do a thing like that?
Why would you be asking about a thing like that?
Because I am trying to figure out about missing people, and suddenly a bunch of bodies turn up in a fucking gang area.
Yeah, a bunch of bodies turned up on a real shitty side of town that's nowhere near where you are.
No, but your friend went missing, Cinnamon went missing in that area. You could imagine why I'd be fucking intrigued.
Yeah, she did.
So, hypothetically here now, a bunch of bodies turn up from the same crew that you work with, if I'm not correct. I can imagine it could be someone trying to cover their tracks.
Look, that earth got burned and salted. I don't know who they pissed off. Well, I mean, we all know who they pissed off. I'm not sure how they did it.
Why, who's
But,
they?
fucking dumbass and his brigade of chucklefucks must have pissed off them crowfolk because, there's fucking tags everywhere and a bunch of them are dead. The only ones who are around talking about what happened are the ones who fucking spooked off at the start.
And how's your people reacting?
Like I said, it'd be real nice to know what got them so mad that they went and fucking burned the whole place.
Wouldn't that be an interesting thing to find out?
Yeah, it would. I know it's an ironic thing to you, I'm sure, to hear me say we like to keep our noses clean, but nobody wants to get mass killed. So,
Well, I can give your boss a message.
oh, can you?
Yeah,
Even though you don't work for those guys.
I am those guys.
And why'd you do the whole song and dance to lie about it?
I wanted to see what you'd say.
You can sense the eye roll.
Any girl I find that was like those girls in there, anything like that, anything I find that's not to my liking, anyone that's there that's not of their own free will, especially, I won't just kill him, I'll kill everything in there. And I'll hang him up on display.
You know,
You
you're
tell
not
your
a
boss.
very reassuring guy.
No, all the girls go free. If I remember correctly, they found probably girls that took him to the hospital, right?
I mean, yeah, we found out some of the girls was at the hospital, but not all of them. The other
No,
ones just got up and disappeared. The
yeah.
ones in good health up and disappeared. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? When you get a better offer at a better opportunity, you get to see the people, you get to do the things. They're safe.
I mean, you say that, but down here, when the healthy girls go missing, we assumed worse.
Well, you can assume. But tell your boss if I find any girl there that's not against her, there against her will, and if your boss thinks about coming near this girl and decides to take her, I'll put it this way. He'll be next.
Jesus.
In my world, and the world you live in, we both know how things go like that at times. So consider that girl in there under our observation.
Well, it's not like we're trying to fucking kidnap her. Fuck.
I don't know that, do I?
You don't know a lot.
Well, I know plenty about how gangs work.
I mean, you might know how those shit sticks worked.
I'm just making sure you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah, you're coming from where I need to get a new phone. Jesus, I can't afford a new phone.
Why, are you afraid of me?
Oh, you're practically threatening me now, and you practically threatened me before. So,
I didn't threaten you. I haven't threatened you one single bit. I told your boss to convey my message. I was not threatening you.
yeah,
Unless
well,
you're the
I'm the one
boss,
who's been
obviously.
delivering the office, so.
There's a difference between delivering the offers and taking by force, so I'll put it like that. So, deliver the message. That's not a threat against you or any girl that works for him. That's a threat against him. Or it's not a threat, it's more a promise.
Right. Pardon if I don't deliver the message.
I mean, if you don't, then, well, then I'll have to deliver my own.
Can't you just let a girl work? Jesus.
If it's against her will. No, I won't. And I'm not gonna, pardon me and pardon my moral ambiguity, I'm not gonna let it be a girl be pried into an industry that thrives on misery just because she's going through a bad time. So, pardon me.
Because you know so much about the industry, huh?
I've seen what happens to the girls that make it at the end of the road.
You've seen the girls that were in that shit sticks territory and were being fucking drugged out of their brains. You know, there's
Well,
pimps like that. They hook you on some shit so you can't leave.
and then there's the respectable, innocent ones. Forgive my sarcasm.
You need anything else?
Nah. Hang up, like, just, you know what I mean? Nearly probably puts the fucking fist through the phone. He even spit down the ground like, piece of I should fucking kill all of you. Fucking opens the door, fucking purpose. And, hey, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what he comes in like. Hey,
Use that face.
but he'll
Fuck you.
walk into the lady, you know, and we'll would you be able to find the most recent photo of him for me?
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
can, it'll be just easier for me to, like, when we're looking and you know.
yeah. No problem.
Through the pack link. All right, I've been through his Steam messages. I've been through Skype. Fucking crapshoot. I'll tell you this: he might have been single, but he was certainly looking for love in all the wrong places. Nothing
Anything of
juicy
interest?
though.
Yeah,
No.
he had some friends that were from gaming groups. He actually had some people from them that he got to know better and were fairly supportive and trying to help. He had people who had a fuck the world kind of stance. I mean, he had the usual gamut. There's some he talked to more than others.
Usual spectrum of philosophical gamers. Nobody exactly telling him to come crash on the couch.
Cool.
So I've got one last avenue, but put it this way. If I want to see his Facebook messages, I'm going to have to log into his Facebook.
You think it's worth the risk?
Possibly.
I'll try it. Fuck it.
All right. Here we go, Mr. Zuckerberg. Yeah, he'll get on the kid's Facebook.
And
Boy.
he'll sit down with the girl then after she gives them this photo, and her and him are gonna have a talk.
The irony, she literally pulls one of his profile pictures from Facebook. I mean, let's face it. When else do people really take pictures? And
Yeah,
usually they go on your Facebook. So she
yeah,
snags one
true.
that's a decent one and sends it to him.
Now, I need there's a detail I do want to talk to you about if you're open to it.
Yeah, what's up?
I understand you're doing some work on the side, aside from your waitressing.
Yeah.
And I understand that Roxy's approached you with offers about coming under employ for her pimp. We'll just call it what it is.
Yeah.
And he'll finish the coffee and set it down on the table. He knows what you're doing with the hotel move.
Oh.
The pimp. He's observing, he's taking notes, and I imagine when the time is right, he will probably. Of course, he does. This is what they breed off of.
Roll to lie, you liar.
Good thing I activated persuasive now, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to say, yeah, 4.
Alright. She is a waitress, so I'll give her a decent pool. Nope. Not enough.
Perception pancakes. God damn it.
Okay, so
How well do you know the game out there?
I know it. I mean, I don't. I'm just
I'll
trying to
put it
make
like
some
this:
money.
a smart girl like you, he's going to latch onto that, grab onto it, and when you do find the money to get out, he won't let that go.
Do you know him?
I know enough. I know enough about him and the way he moves, the way he operates, and I know enough about from experience of dealing with other people like him. That's how they work. That's how they make their money. And I guarantee you won't get back out again.
I mean, there's nothing to hold over my head. I'd just be able to make more
Yet.
money and I'd have
Yet.
people to watch my back.
Do you?
I mean, I would. I don't now.
But do you? Do you really think you can trust the people out there to watch your back?
I mean, they have guys on hire for that.
Guys on hire paid to look out. They'll watch your back for a paycheck. Do you really trust that?
I mean, isn't it better than nobody watching your back? They don't
Is it not?
keep their job if something bad happens to us, right? So,
Is that what you really think? Because I know for a fact they'll start introducing things to keep you there.
like what?
Drugs, alcohol,
I'm not
leverage.
gonna do that.
No, not yet. Or not willingly.
Not like that.
Do you know that for a fact? Or because your friend Roxy told you? The friend who is the one trying to get you into this game.
I mean, she offered. She didn't.
It always starts as an offer.
I mean, what bright idea do you have? Because right now I've got Mace hidden under the fucking bed at one of the motels.
You're a bright girl. You got what you're doing is bright. What you're working 3 jobs and you're still managing to make that decent money. You know how to cover your tracks. You know how to do that.
That's part of how I'm making enough money.
Mm-hmm. That's a skill, and it obviously shows that you're educated enough to get that. Now, my friend in there, my partner, needs people like that. He needs someone who's sharp. He needs someone who can do that. Or I do, at least, definitely.
For what?
We have a place that we need somebody who can manage money. We need somebody who can look at books, and need somebody who can take care of things.
And I mean, she just looks fucking exhausted and skeptical, and
You know how to balance books, balance
I mean, I know how to do math and make the numbers come out the right way. I haven't had to balance the books besides having to balance my pay.
well, there is. I do know of a bar that's looking for people who can do that. You can even I do know of someone that can clean up, answer the phones as a secretary. I know of plenty of things. I know a club that's recently after opened that, to be honest, an accountant working for that level of shit.
Yeah, but what's the pay like?
It's good pay for the bar work, and I imagine the accountant work. Easy enough.
It'd have to be really good pay for me to afford this place on my own and quit other jobs.
I think.
What kind of hours are you talking? Because I can't just quit on a hunch from a random guy. No offense.
I've got a job. In fact, my partner has been looking for someone for a long time. He was even debating taking down the help wanted ad. The salary is just right.
I mean, I guess just can you find Jonathan first?
We're looking for him, and we will get him. But you want to support him, right? When we do find him and get him back, it's just going to be the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, I do. And if the job's enough money, I'll take it because she kind of shrugs helplessly. I need it.
Then don't take Roxy's offer. In fact, don't even mention that I offered the job to her.
I thought you guys. I mean, she's the one who told me about you. Why?
Roxy told you about me because I'm the one who comes and helps people in situations like this. Me and him. But I don't sit back and leave people in the shit situation after and walk away.
Okay. Just find my brother first.
Well, we will. And he'll get up and walk into Bill.
I swear to God.
Just put her on the fucking payroll, Bill.
Yeah, I'll put her on the payroll. Hell, not like I use that house anyway. She can sleep in the goddamn bed.
There you go. Perfect.
Perfect until her gangbanger buddies shoot my house up.
Well, then we're going to take care of her gangbanger buddies. Because let's be real. I don't mind going out and wiping out another fucking gang.
Actually, you know what? I could probably... This might work out for me.
There you go, see?
Because I ain't been staying there, but I still pay a mortgage on that place. So if I factored that into the salary, it would remove her need for housing. Yeah, I can work this out.
There you go. Because I ain't leaving her behind. Fuck this.
Oh, that makes me a landlord. Anyway, let's go through these messages.
There's Danton lean over the screen.
Okay, there are a handful of people that he talks to, obviously more than others. Some of them are in like mutual group chats for various games. I mean, kind of exactly what you'd expect. But he does chit chat with some of them on and off. There are people who back and forth. You know, he expresses his frustrations too. They're supportive. They express their frustrations. I will have you guys roll. Oh God.
Roll God.
Roll God.
Roll God. Jesus. You guys have a lot of dots.
Anton's the more martial of the two.
I've got good intelligence stuff as well.
You guys both have a lot of dots. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is why you stopped giving me XP.
Same here, yeah. Same here.
That's why I stopped giving both of you XP. You're both grounded. Anton's a little extra grounded. Just a little extra. Jesus, if you guys could see this shit side by side. I will have you both roll me a perception subterfuge, but it will be high diff.
Perception subterfuge, you said.
And there will probably be a
I
threshold.
Sounds useful.
I will.
Discord.
I will spend a willpower because Bill's the one who's been trucking through all this.
Go ahead.
But willpower too. Fuck it.
Right.
I don't know what the diff is, but I think I got at least 2 successes.
I rolled God because attention to detail.
You know what? Bill fucking gets it. I was putting a threshold of 3 at diff 8 because it is some high end shit. And yeah, Bill rolled fucking God. Even without the busting 10s, he would have had it. Okay. So Bill, you will pick up on it first, and you can absolutely point it out. among the various people that he talks to the most, the ones that he has like the longest history with and are up higher on the the list of people he chats with, are there is one dude. Let me see if I have a picture. Actually, hold on. Let me. But there is one friend who it seems like another very supportive friend, but Bill, you catch it first. It's very very supportive and caring on the surface, but it's very like it's the kind of expert manipulation you'd expect from someone who is like it's been a lifetime being like a borderline or having various issues where they have to keep people engaged and they can be completely destructive, but it to the person who they're engaging it seems so caring and so comforting and look at all this attention and yeah, it is a dude, but it's kind of got the big brother vibe going almost, but you're catching signs where it's he has these really destructive thoughts and there's suggestions of things like various outlets he can take that are inherently in the end lead to more and more self-destructive behavior.
Well, this is pure evil. Let's see where this rabbit hole goes. Even if this is a normal person on the other end, I'm going to find him and shoot him in the face.
Jesus.
Okay, yeah, this is probably our guy. Or at least it's the most likely suspect.
Well, let's get a look at him.
Well, first Bill wants to see if there's anything indicating a meetup or anything like that.
No, but this is not the only person he's actually give me an investigation check real fast as you're scrolling back through to get details.
Right, some intelligence investigation. Let's see what my investigation's at. Pretty good.
Perception investigation, sir. You're trying to spot a thing.
Same day. Cool.
Oh, well, there you go. Fine then.
Fuck. Nada. The ones killed it all.
All right. So, I mean, nothing especially telling pops up. But yeah, it's a long chat history. But nothing about a meetup. Nothing in there.
I guarantee you somewhere in there. Unfortunately, we don't have a phone. That was probably the conduit that finally undid him. Sorry, Anton. Let's take a look at the profile. Since their friend did, that means I could see more than if I did this otherwise. Click.
All right. I am just quickly looking. That's the name I wanted. It's not the name I wanted. That was a lie. 1 second. My struggle is comically real. That's the guy.
Pardon my struggle. I only had the one picture, so I am trying to find one that makes for a good Facebook photo. Oh, there you go. That's fucking perfect. That is awful. That is exactly the kind of thing someone put as their Facebook picture. All right. So this will be the picture of the nice man. Do 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 do. There you go.
Alright, this is probably not the picture, but fuckity fuck it, print screen. I don't even want to imagine the hell printer that has been summoned to life.
Are you literally printing it instead of just like sending it to yourself? I'll put
Good
it this
point.
way: you start the printer, it starts giving you errors right off the bat because it's a printer, and printers are the devil.
That was a bad decision. We will find a way to get the picture to ourselves one way or the other.
You can literally just message it to yourself.
I don't want to leave a trail of us on this possibly dead kid's Facebook.
You can upload it to Imager.
We'll do some roundabout way. It's not hard.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll manage.
And then we'll take a look through the profile.
Well, they are friended, so you do see the profile, and man, it's so upbeat. Oh, look at these motivational images.
My fucking god. Anton, I'm just going to kill this guy on principle. I've gotten about all I can off this man. Want me to just shutter it up?
Wait, say that again. My audio fucking cut out again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bill basically is informing Anton he's gotten about all he's going to get off this Facebook profile.
Do not.
Okay. Logging him back out. And that's all we're going to get off this computer. This thing I just saved and sent to myself. If anybody did it, this guy's the top suspect based off a computer alone. I couldn't pull anything about the meetup, but right now the window of disappearance is between 11 a.m. the previous day and 5 a.m. today. So, weighs over 12 hours. I'm like 16-hour window.
By the looks of things, yeah.
I have a hard time believing that this was any kind of gangland blowback from good old Skid over there. From what little I've seen and heard of pimps through, well, you. They would have been much more louder about snatching this poor kid.
Yeah, they would have.
And I'm just going to throw this out there. This girl's seeing clients on the sly. I think you and I are well acquainted with the type of person that engages the services of a prostitute.
Yep.
I don't want to treat it as my first option, but I'm not going to rule out that it's a possibility whenever creepier clients might be involved instead.
No, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
But honestly, from what I've seen of this individual's message history with Jonathan here, it screams online predator.
Yep. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it fucking does.
And I wouldn't treat anything that I pulled from the profile, though I did for posterity's sake, as gospel as to where this individual might be or who they are in any way, shape, or form, but it is something.
Doesn't mean we can bait him with it, though.
Ooh. I didn't consider that. Okay.
Think about it. You set up a profile enough. Look at what does he like? You know, looking at the Facebook profile. What groups are he in? You could probably tell that since they're friends, right?
Yeah. No, I've gotten a pretty good gamut of the type of groups the kid was in. I can look for crossover.
Yeah, look for the crossover. If we set up a fake profile.
Okay, just keep in mind that the first 48 are closing, and catfishing a king catfisher is an extended process.
I know. But let's be real. We'll close the door to the bedroom. Fuck it, I don't need to say in the back, like, I don't think we're gonna find this kid alive.
Yeah, the kid's dead as a doornail. I didn't want to say it.
No. The only chance we'll ever chance of rescuing these people if we're catch in the act. So let's assume that this kid is dead. We'll do everything we can to find him and trace them, but he's dead.
Okay.
You can set up a fake profile like this convincingly, alright?
Me or Rupert? Rupert probably be better at it.
Do it both of you. Don't use any ID or anyone that as a fucking Facebook profile. It's too risky.
No, it's pretty easy to set up a series of bullshit profile details to make a dummy account.
Let's do it then. Let's bait him out.
Okay.
What exactly were they saying to each other?
So I did copy pasta the transcript. God help me. But the way it works is this. It started casually through their common interest. This young man, I don't like saying his name. Is that weird? This fuck it, it's my problem. This young man eventually started to open up to this guy around the same time he was starting to open up to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And the way it works is this. At a glance, what he's saying is positive, affirmative, and engaging. If you follow the logic of what he's saying, it's incredibly manipulative and advocates self-destructive behavior.
Okay.
And it's spanned over such a long period of time that if you were just living it and taking it in on a daily basis, this individual, if he has a toehold, will get you where he wants you to go. I have the advantage of being able to see it all at once.
What's the last message they talked to each other about?
Let's take a look. Bill just looks through the transcript.
All right.
Oh boy.
So looking back through, the last time they talked on Messenger, It's pretty much about just harmless bullshit. How it's mostly just Jonathan just very openly confessing how much he hates being stuck in the house, but he can't get a job. He didn't manage to do this, didn't manage to do that, and it's so supportive. It's scary supportive. But it's kind of a very normal conversation, really. Um, I will. You know what? The latest bit of the conversation comes across very like those memes people put out where it's like, oh, these aren't antidepressants showing a picture of pills. These are antidepressants, and it's like a park. It's something along those lines. So it's like, oh, you don't need that. You just need this. You should come out. So supportive. Let me help you with your depression, buddy. I know groups in that area. We could totally hook you up.
Looks at the addresses as well. Again,
What addresses?
the ones I took down after Google Maps.
Okay. You look at them.
There's a bus station at this one, like near there. You think that's where they want agreed to meet up? To go to that, point to the parks.
It's not exactly a park, but it's the same thing. Like, there are groups of people who feel a lot like you do. Maybe it would help to talk to some of them. And it looks like he's essentially trying to advocate for support groups.
We would have to compare the bus line running through the area in the time frames given, with the proximity of stops to these places and reasonable walking distance. In other words, a lot of work.
Yep.
Fun.
Yeah.
Bill swivels around in the swivelly chair. Thankfully, while I may not be as hale and hearty as JJ or as ready to clinically slaughter people as Wendy, I am a giant fucking nerd who can crunch numbers. So,
Alright, let's get out of this shit and start crunching. Go talk to that girl about what you can do.
okay. Yep, I'm gonna go do that.
You want to pay that pimp a visit?
So my thinking on it is this, the final call being yours. We shake the tree. At this juncture, we're not going to know what falls out.
Not. No, you're
He may
right.
get so mad that he can't slap us back that he smacks her around instead.
I know.
Yeah, don't do anything crazy like threatening to kill the man and the family dog or anything like that just yet. Okay?
looks away.
Shoulder pat as he walks by.
That's how it looks away. Yeah, no, I'd never do that.
It's just Keanu Reeves.
So they just walk her in the packing. I gave them warning to stay away from her, based on the reputation of who we are alone, and they
I
will.
love you in spite of our differences, Anton.
What?
You just effectively shook the tree, but fuck it. Apparently you got a fearsome rep these days.
Considering I butchered an entire gang. Yeah. Fuck him.
Well, yeah, I don't like pimps either. Fuck them.
Good to see you commit to something, Bill. He pats him on the shoulder walking out.
Bill will walk back out to this poor woman. Hey,
Yeah. Hey. Hey.
okay.
Is there anything else you guys need?
Bill sits down and takes the coffee that was meant for Anton.
The coffee that
Starts
Anton almost
drinking it.
immediately sat down.
Yep. Starts drinking it.
Just starts drinking Anton's coffee like an asshole. So, our first priority, of course, is helping your brother. We're going to put all of our energy towards that.
Okay. Good.
In the aftermath, I want you to consider an offer that I have that is going to solve a couple of your problems. For one, I own a property in a different part of this town that needs someone to look after it. Nothing fancy, just cleaning lawn. It's a modest lawn. It's not going to kill you all day trying to take care of it. And I'll pay for any materials you need, like replacement weed whacker thingies and gasoline, all that shit. I also need someone in that particular residence who can answer phones and do basic math. It's bookkeeping, not rocket science. That being said, it's also a residence that's fully furnished, and you would ideally stay there, and your rent and utilities and crap like that would just be tucked into your salary. So on the other hand, it'd be a slightly smaller salary than I'd originally give, but your housing concerns would also be taken care of. So there's that. It's a nice neighborhood. I lived there for multiple years myself before my business made it so that staying in one place was incredibly difficult. But I like the place. I want to keep the place. And I do need somebody to actually answer the phones and look after things over there. So I'm told you're a very intelligent young woman, and I'd just like to consider you for that in the aftermath. You don't have to make a decision now. Should you decide to opt in, we'll have a different conversation about what your expected job duties would be and other such standards. But that's a conversation for later. I just want you to consider this opportunity in the meantime while we do our work.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. You guys don't need rolls to know that she's. I mean, she's tracking, but she's still really
Yeah.
shook. So she's not processing all of it in a very thoughtful and thorough fashion. It's just like, yeah, sure, whatever you say. For the love of God, please find him.
Okay. And we're gonna head out. My number you can reach me at anyway, is on my card.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
All right.
yeah. Thanks. She finally like realizes, like pats the pocket, pulls it out, glances at it again, and kind of nods and sticks it back in there. So at least she's
Now,
fully registered that.
he just pulls out another copy of the card. Just write your number on the back of this in case we need to reach out to you.
Sure. The pen comes out of the purse again, and she quickly scribbles out a number.
All right. Thank you.
Do you need his? Hold out.
Yeah, actually.
So she puts a little line, writes her name at the top, puts another number down, and puts his name at the bottom.
All right. Thank you. Now, me and my partner here, we're gonna get out there and we're gonna start hitting pavement.
Okay.
Don't worry about any rates or fees or any of that shit. This one's on the house.
Why?
goodness in my heart, I guess. And also, it's a tax write-off.
You must really need a secretary. Okay, sure.
All right. And Bill gets up, having drank all of Anton's hospitality coffee.
That's outside, like, yeah, of course you fucking did.
He just knows. He doesn't even have to be in the pack link to know. All right. We'll be in contact soon.
And she kind of gets up to like follow along to the door, you know, the polite let out thing, but also the anxious thing. And as you're heading out, she's following. She's like, "So should I stay home in case he comes back? Should I just go to work? What do I do?"
Stay home for now. At the very least, take a few days. Okay.
Okay, I'll make it work.
And Bill leans in. I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but for the love of God, stay off the street.
Just kind of looks at him, like it just. It's like it doesn't even compute. Almost. She's not confused. She's just like. Okay.
All right. I'll be heading on.
And she will nod and follow him to the door and let him out. Close it behind him. Seeing as Anton is already outside having his smoke.
Mm-hmm. Just wondered, does fucking Roxy call him back after if she did? Because he said to her, deliver a message. It's gonna be fucking funny if she does, but I just fucking sitting leaning up against the car, probably in the car actually. Fuck it.
Making his car stank.
I have the window open.
Well, we have Jonathan's phone number.
Yep.
Oh, we got a lot of Jonathan, too.
Yeah, we do.
Let's ride.
Where we going?
Bill scratches the back of his head. Let's see here. First things first, I want to check out that corner.
All right. Yeah, I'll drive to the address that I took down.
Oh yeah, it's no big deal. It's not even that far a drive. It takes you like 5 minutes tops. And that's just because it's fucking slow going. So you come around to about that corner, like pull up, look both ways. Now, this particular intersection, I mean, it's your pretty standard little intersection. And I mean, it's kind of like what you're seeing in the picture there. It's 2 lanes, but room for people to park on either side of the street, too. So, like, as you're looking back, looking forth, this particular corner, it's residential 4 corners. Now, there is a bus stop the next corner down, but this particular corner is pretty bare overall. Like there's benches every so often. There's some attempted what's the word I'm looking for? Like little manicuring of the plant life, but it's successful. It's a little patchy. But it's pretty standard fare. It's a street corner.
Okay. We're going to Google the bus lines that come through that bus stop up ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go. Yep.
And Anton, you can readily just park on the side of the road just about anywhere here.
Yeah, he will, yeah.
All right, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
You can Google the bus line that comes through here and the route it takes.
More importantly, the relative timing of that route.
Well, here's the problem you encounter.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the same route several times, throughout the day. Now the problem is your man here. There's no telling when he left, and you have over a 12-hour window. You have what's easily more like almost like an 18-hour window. It's ridiculous. Like, she went to work early in the morning and didn't come back. Like, she went to work at like 10 in the morning, came back home at like 5 in the morning.
All right.
So it's very hard to gauge where he might be because you have no idea what the stat off point is.
Okay. I got a picture of this young man.
If anything, if he was really serious about leaving, he probably left the second she went to work.
Yeah.
Why waste time?
Now, okay, there's two ways we can do this. Way number one is we can brute force it, canvas the area.
Mm-hmm.
Way number two is, given what this individual was promoting in terms of self-help groups and shit like that, they're pretty easy to find and locate, especially since he was dropping names like crazy. We can compare the bus route to those areas and take a poke around, but honestly, we're not going to get very far unless we do a fuck ton of canvassing.
We could do a fuck ton of canvassing.
Ready to do a fuck ton of canvassing?
Yeah, fuck it.
Let's do a fuck ton of canvassing. Bill, what's the roll to activate persuasion?
Charisma subterfuge 7.
Nice. Oh, really nice. Oh my fucking god, I fail. Look at that. That's fine. We'll go raw. We'll raw dog it.
Alright, what we rolling, Katie?
Well, here is the thing. I want you to look at the side chat because I do not know what your availability tomorrow is. But we may split this for a part 2 because I know both of you and you will both chase the shit out of this. And I can do it, but it is midnight and I have work at 5.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm free tomorrow.
So I can, if nothing else, literally just come home from work tomorrow and plunk back down and we pick up where we left off.
I'm free. Yeah, I'm free tomorrow.
Okay.
You guys digging it?
Yes.
Yep.
Then what we'll do is we will put a pin in this with the two of you sit on this corner and Bill cussing at the universe, but that's okay. He can try again later as long as he didn't botch. Which he didn't. Thank God. And just take note of whatever you have spent for willpower, what gifts you have active, and we will just pick up seamlessly tomorrow. But for now we will say thank you, players, for playing, and watchers for watching, and we will see you next time on another thrilling Part 2 episode